Coming up this morning on Action News, new details in that Sunnyside fruit factory case. The former president and primary owner of the now closed business have pleaded guilty to 2 charges related to tainted fruit juice. The plea comes with nearly $750,000 in fines, and they will be sentenced in the spring. We'll have all those details. Plus, we'll get you up to speed on the recall against Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis. It was filed last week and charges the coroner with malfeasance and violation of oath of office. But it's just the start to get the recall on the ballot. We'll share the next steps. And we'll head to Yakima, where a free hockey day was led by Seattle Kraken coaches, learning to get on the ice, skate, and of course fall. 3 big ice skating milestones. But pair that with a puck, and you're drumming up interest in the growing hockey programs. We'll have that story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, it was kind of a damp, wet weekend. We had a little bit of that fog lingering around, some of the rain. And I mean, as I was driving in this morning, we still could see some of that moisture on the roadways. Yeah. So what's we looking like for today? Yeah,
we still are holding on to some rainfall for the eastern half of our region. But for a majority of Monday, we are going to be dry. By this evening, though, things are going to be turning soggy once again. And it's just going to be the first passage in what is going to be a very soggy and very warm Christmas week coming our way. Every day will feature the chance of raindrops at some point or another, and every day is also going to feature warmer than average high temperatures. But this morning we are going to be focused on the day, which is going to be again dry for a majority of the day with rainfall rolling in this evening. Right now in the Tri-Cities it's 35 degrees with a fairly light wind. Here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. We are going to be looking at those rain chances ramping up this evening, as I've already noted. Along with the rain, be aware that winds are going to be turning very strong along the Blue Mountains and adjacent foothills overnight tonight. And then that third weather headline is just a summary of the week, warm and wet. We will break down your full forecast. We'll also dive deeper into the Storm Tracker Futurecast and snow levels, all coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. A Pasco woman is dead following a 2-car collision yesterday morning. The troopers with Washington State Patrol tell us the incident took place shortly before 10 a.m. on the westbound lanes of Interstate 182 near milepost 11. They say a 23-year-old woman attempted to change lanes and struck another vehicle. She was transported to Kennewick Regional Medical Center before dying of her injuries. The cause of the crash remains under investigation, but authorities have ruled out drugs and alcohol as a factor. They say the 23-year-old was also not wearing her seatbelt at the time of the crash. The driver of the other vehicle, a 20-year-old man, was uninjured. And the former president and primary owner of the now closed fruit juice manufacturer Valley Processing Inc. in Sunnyside has pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges related to the manufacture and sale of tainted fruit juice products. Mary Ann Bliesner pled guilty to failing to register a food facility with the FDA and a federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act violation in connection with failing to prevent and correct VPI's introduction of alterated grape juice concentrate into interstate commerce, including grape juice concentrate that was delivered to a customer for use in the National School Lunch Program.
Details of this case are simply disgusting. Ms. Bliesner and her company, Valley Processing, produced juice in filthy and unsafe conditions that involved rats running over thick mold covering dirty barrels of juice. Valley Processing then labeled that product as safe and sold it to be consumed by millions of school children. Parents deserve to expect that juice given to their children at school is safe. I commend the excellent work by investigators with the Food and Drug Administration and the prosecutors in my office who stopped this conduct and are protecting our public health.
Now, with the plea, Bliesner and VPI agreed to pay a criminal forfeiture amount of $742,139 as proceeds of their criminal conduct, and they will face a sentencing hearing on March 26, 2025. Attorney Zachary Stambaugh is representing 3 petitioners in the recall charge that was filed last week against Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis. The charge is an attempt to recall the coroner for malfeasance and a violation of oath of office. Actions cited for the recall are based off what Curtis himself admitted, which includes taking drugs off corpses and using them in his office.
That the citizens of the county need a functioning coroner to have closure on their deaths, to get life insurance, to solve crimes, and also we're paying salary at the tune of 11 grand-ish a month until he's gone. He's been off work for 3 months with no date saying he's coming back. That is breach of oath of office.
Now, the filing of a recall is a push in the long line of dominoes that needs to fall before recalling Curtis will end up on your ballot. The prosecuting attorney, is in a 15-day window to write a 200-word ballot synopsis based on the recall charge to the Superior Court. And switching gears this morning, Seattle Kraken youth coaches teamed up with local youth coaches in Yakima on Saturday for a free hockey day. KIMA's Austin Peppers was there and brings us the details.
Today we have the Try Hockey Free with the Kraken coaches. We have 43 registered skaters on the ice, joined our youth coaches and the Kraken youth coaches to try hockey and see if we can get some interest in the Yakima area.
It was an intro to hockey, to skating, and just an awesome experience. You could see it in the kids' faces, the excitement, and as well the parents hovering over the boards. I think it went really, really well.
Many kids in the Valley got the chance to try hockey with Yakima youth and Seattle Kraken youth coaches. Kids got to learn how to skate, fall, get on the ice, slow down, and get the opportunity to shoot pucks.
The introduction of getting players into the game, especially, as I said, as young as they are, that's so rewarding.
I asked Kopic why they wanted to do this event.
Well, hockey is growing and our programs are growing, but a lot of people still don't know about us, so it's a really good way for parents to get kids interested and for kids to get to try it out before they buy it, so to speak, and just gives them a fun little glimpse of hockey.
This is what the event means to both the Kraken and the Yakima Ice Rink.
For us, it's great in terms of an outreach. For us to reach out to our fan base, but also to align and work together with youth programs is really beneficial for all.
Having growth of our programs is kind of where it's at for us in Yakima. We're really trying to focus on program growth. We're also trying to focus on saving our current ice rink facility as well as funding a new ice rink facility because our current ice rink facility is currently being sold, but eventually we would like to have a full-size sheet here in Yakima.
Reporting in Yakima, Austin Peppers, Action News.
KIMA's Austin Peppers, thank you. And Jefferson, it's kind of cool to see some of the Seattle Kraken folks come on down to our neck of the woods to kind of chat with the kids and teach them a few things about the sport that they love so much.
Yeah, try to grow the game a bit. Yes, absolutely.
Right on, right on. What about today, though? Is it going to be a day conducive to getting outdoors to do anything if you want to find a way to make your way to the ice rink or anything like that?
It should be an okay day for most of the day, but if you have holiday plans this evening, be aware that those might be interrupted by raindrops. That's going to kind of be the story of the day. We're going to be dry for a majority of this Monday, but by the time we get to the late afternoon and evening hours, we are going to have our eyes to the sky looking for some of that rainfall. You can see temperatures are going to be wide-ranging today. Everyone will see highs from the low 40s to low 50s. Now, along with the rain showers that will be arriving this evening, some of us will unfortunately also be hit with some pretty hefty wind. We will talk about where we have wind alerts in place coming up.
Thanks.